Contract Administration Board meeting at 4:05 PM. Now, not unlike previous contract board administration meetings, like last month when nobody was here to hear me say Happy Thanksgiving, I'm not gonna do that a second time. So I'm gonna wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year, seeing this will be our last contract meeting before 2023. So to you and your families, please enjoy.
Same to you.
Thank you, too. Thanks, Bruce. So at this time, I'd like to, oh, and by the way, that's on behalf of my two colleagues, too. I forgot to mention that. My apologies. So at this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to accept the minutes from the Contract Administration Board meeting from November 14th, 2022.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. The first order of business for December 19th, 2022 is the following. Contract number 723-22. Its department is the legislature and the county executive. The vendor is Capital Roots. The estimated amount is $35,000. The estimated term is 12/15/22 through 12/31/23. The scope of services. Capital Roots, a registered 501c3 organization based in Troy, New York, is committed to a food donation initiative called Squash Hunger. The initiative collects and distributes more than 40 tons of fresh produce to the Capital Region's food pantries and shelters each year. The organization has requested monetary assistance so that it may give better service to the community. Together, the county executive and the county legislature are requesting that $35,000 be provided to Capital Roots so that they may expand their presence and help those in need. And the fiscal impact of this is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Yeah, this is an excellent partnership with the county executive's office. Capital Roots has been doing this work in the community for a number of years. And, nonprofits are struggling across the county and the region. And any little thing that we can do to help them with their mission going into 2023 would be helpful. I would just say we're aware of personnel issues that are going on with Capital Roots, but we're confident those will be resolved with all parties going into the new year. But we're thankful the county executive's office brought this to our attention, and we're proud to fund it.
Anybody else? Entertain a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Very good job on both the county executive and the county legislature for putting a program such as this together to help out. Appreciate all your efforts. Next on the agenda is contract number 685-22, Department of Correctional Facility. The vendor is Bob Barker Company, Inc. The estimated amount is $23,000. The estimated term is 12/1/22 to 11/30/23. The scope of service, purchase inmate clothing at the Albany County Correctional Facility. The fiscal impact is 100% to the county. And I open the floor for comments or questions.
Hi, Tina Simmons, with the Albany County Correctional Facility. Purchasing developed a bid. Bob Barker submitted. They were the lowest vendor to submit a bid, and it's to provide our inmates with clothing.
Have they worked with the county before?
Yeah,
Providing
we
clothing?
actually are in contract with them right now, so it's an extension of renewal of
Oh,
it.
that's why I asked that
Yeah, I'm
question.
sorry, yeah.
Thank you. No, that's good. Any other comments or questions?
The price was right?
Price was right. It looks good.
Okay, Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Any other comments or questions? I'll entertain a motion, please.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion's carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is contract 663-22. The department is probation. The vendor is Satellite Tracking of People LLC. The estimated amount is $90,000. The estimated term is 1/1/23 to 12/31/23. The scope of service authorization is requested to renew a contract with Satellite Tracking of People LLC to provide global position system services to probation department. Now, the fiscal impact of this is broken down into two amounts. The county will pick up 72%, and the state will pick up 28% of the cost. I now open the floor for comments or questions. Bill?
Certainly, Bill Connors, probation. This is a service that we provide in several aspects for different types of clients through the court systems of Albany County, bail reform, high risk, raise the age, offenders. It's basically ankle monitors, and it provides GPS location services for the courts at any given time if they request a location.
Any other comments or questions? Yeah, just don't use them on me, okay? Entertain a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 705-22. The department is probation. The vendor is Automon LLC. The estimated amount is $32,283.22. The estimated term is 1/14/23 to 1/14/24. The scope of service, software agreement providing technical support service to assist in the ongoing use of software, repair and provide updates to enhance and improve Caseload Explorer, which the probation department uses for all probation department matters. This is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions. Bill?
Thank you, Mr. Ridley. This is a system we've had for several years with this vendor. Therein is provided for every probation department in New York State, a sole source provider, and basically every function we have, including financial, has an accounting section for our restitution department, supervision, investigation services. It provides all functions for us.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Abstention? Motion's carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is contract 679-22. Department is Health. The vendor is MVP. The estimated amount is $75,000. The estimated term is 1/1/23 through 12/31/27. And the scope of services is to process claims for the clinic, services to MVP Health Plan, Inc., and receipt revenue. Fiscal impact, Mr. Commissioner?
Oh, this is not listed because it's a revenue. That would be if it was an expenditure.
Okay.
It is 100% revenue to the county, though.
Oh, thank you for clarifying that. Any other comments or questions?
This is a renewal contract for us to be a participating provider for MVP. It's the first renewal. We get reimbursement for all our clinic services through MVP.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion is carried. Next on the agenda is contract 6081-22. Department is Health. The vendor is Richard F. Gullett, is it, MD? Am I saying that correctly? Estimated amount is $99,999. The estimated term is 1/1/23 through 12/31/25. The scope of service, contractor shall execute to entire work described in this contract, which includes but is not limited, interpreting chest x-rays for tuberculosis evaluation, diagnosis, and treatment, evaluating and treating tuberculosis conditions, reviewing patient charts and chest x-rays, ordering treatment and tests related to tuberculosis as needed, indicating instructions for follow-up to patient and to clinic staff, providing patient education, providing consultation for mid-level providers on tuberculosis conditions, maintaining certification to perform cardiopulmonary resuscitation. These sessions are 3-hour minimums at a rate of $135 per hour or $405 per session. Now this, as fiscal impact, is broken down into two. The county is 64% and the state is 36%. And now open floor for comments or questions.
This is also a renewal contract. Dr. Galat provides physician services for our TB clinic, and he also provides input into our TB grant. So he does case management for the DOT patients, which are direct observation therapy patients for active TB.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your motion is carried. Thank you very much. Next on the agenda is contract number 683-22. Department is Residential Healthcare Facility. The vendor is Tapestry Health. The estimated amount is $32,000. The estimated term is 1/1/23 through 12/31/23. The scope of service is Tapestry Health will provide telemedicine services to the residents through the Shaker Place staff during the hours of 6 p.m. to 7 a.m., Monday through Friday, and on Saturday and Sunday. that will complement the attending physician services. This will permit residents to receive 24/7 medical care and have a dedicated MD to Shaker Place during off hours. This is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Thank
Mr.
you,
Taylor.
Sean Dillon, representing Shaker Place. Today, yep, we are asking for a one-year contract for $32,000 for telemedicine to supplement our attending physician during the off hours. Tapestry will provide a doctor for telemedicine services as requested by, nurses on duty if a doctor needs to see a resident. They're gonna be on call, and it's gonna be a dedicated person that we constantly deal with for the continuity of health services and care.
Any other comments or questions?
Although I'd love to ask Mr. Thalen a question, I don't have any on this contract.
Next time.
I'll second that motion. Entertain a motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Next on the agenda is contract number 660-22, Department's Recreation. The vendor is Resurfix. The estimated amount is $23,358. The estimated term is 1/1/22 through 12/31/22. The scope of service is Resurfix performed emergency repairs that were delayed on one of the two Zambonis critical to the operation of the Albany County Hockey Facility. Supply chain and staffing shortages prolonged repairs from September 2021 until July and August of 2022. Significant delays on the vendor's part due to the pandemic compounded annual maintenance of the Zamboni with the repairs. This program is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions.
Justin Atlas, representing Recreation. The Zamboni went in for repairs, estimated was under a contract threshold. With all the delays from supply chain issues, as well as compounding the maintenance for annual maintenance, and the delays on the vendor part, it ended up being more than a contract threshold amount, thus leading us here to submission of the contract.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is contract 725-22, Department of Public Works. The vendor is Denoyer Chevrolet, Inc. The estimated amount is $54,547.20. The estimated term is 12/26/22 to 2/26/23. The scope of service is the purchase from a 2023 Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cab using New York State mini bid contract. The fiscal impact is 100% to the county, and its bond HHYZ will be used for this purpose. I now open the floor for comments and questions.
Hi, good afternoon. Lisa Raimondo with DPW. This vehicle will be used to transport maintenance vehicles like our mowers and other equipment to and from the rail trail. And it will also be used to pick up dead deer around the county and transport it. That's what it's for? Yeah, sorry.
Roadkill stew, huh?
It is, yep.
Any other comments or questions? I'll entertain a motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract number 662-22, Department of Economic Development, Conservation, and Planning. The vendor is Hudson Valley Agribusiness Development Corporation. The estimated amount is $25,000. The estimated term is 1/1/23 through 12/31/23. Scope of services, HVADC will provide programs to county farmers and municipalities that are designed to support growth and development of agriculture and related industries by providing agribusiness, technical assistance, project planning and development services, and agricultural development support. This partnership was recommended in the adopted County Agricultural and Farmland Protection Plan, and it is budgeted for the 2023 budget, so this will become 100% county funded. And I'll open the floor for comments or questions.
Good afternoon. I don't have too much to add. This will be our fourth year as a funding partner with HVADC. And they've been able to connect some of our farmers with funding opportunities, almost $50,000, and help to expand and grow farm businesses in the county.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Thank you. Next on the agenda is contract 667-22. The department is APD. The vendor is New York State Defenders Association, Inc. The estimated amount is $25,120. The estimated term is 12/19/2022 through 12/18 of 2023. The scope of service is an amended contract from the previous contract submitted in May and executed in July of 2022. Due to delays by NYSDA, we were unable to upgrade the new system until December 19th. The new awarded contract has a new invoice amount for the full year until December of 2023, whereas the previous one was prorated. There are no other changes, and this is 100% state funded. I know we'll put floor for comments or questions.
Hi, Tina Sodi from the Conflict Defender's Office. As mentioned, it's just an amendment from our contract due to some delays by NYSDA because it's the new system that we're upgrading to. They were unable to upgrade during the summer months as we initially intended. So they're actually in the process of doing it currently. We're gonna actually end up going live on January 9th, so I'm very excited about it.
Very good. Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is contract 678-22, Department's Building Services. The vendor is Complete Perfection Construction, DBA Perfection Roofing. The estimated amount is $33,975. The estimated term is 10/1/22 to 9/30/23. Scope of services to replace existing corrugated roofing system of the Waldman Lodge with new corrugated roofing system. It's 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Yes, this is Commissioner Latina from Moberly County Department of General Services. This is an amendment to a contract, 2022-522, back in November, back in November. We sent them the contract and they told us they had a price increase on the roofing for materials at $34.55. They were still the lowest of the three quotes, even with their raise in the product.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is contract 687-22, Building Services Department. Vendor is Grace Roofing. The estimated amount is $34,500. The estimated term is 1/1/23 through 12/31/23. Scope of service is a replacement of the existing roof of the Rail Trail Depot Building, 839 Kenwood Avenue, Slingerlands, with an RLS standing seam metal roof system as further described in their quote. The fiscal impact is 100% to the county. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Yes, again, this is Commissioner Latina from General Services. This is part of the rehabilitation of the Rail Trail Depot building. This is the first part of it, replacing the roof. The actual price on this is, $34,500, but we're also in that $34,500, we're carrying, $3,500 in contingency, money in case there's any, other work they need to do once they get the old roof off.
Any other comments or questions for the Commissioner? Entertain a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 724-22, Department's Building Services, vendors Denoyer Chevrolet. The estimated amount is $54,547.20. The estimated term is 1/1/23 to 3/31/23. The scope of service, the purchase of a 2023 1500 4x4 with crew cab. The fiscal impact is 100% to the county. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Yes, we, through purchasing, we put out a thing for mini bid here in New York State. They came back with the lowest price, Denoyer Chevrolet. They're the only ones that had the trucks. We're going to be using this, our 2,500 that we use for the property crew is pretty much on its way out. A lot of mileage on it, and this is a crew cab, so they can put more people in for the property to carry their mowers and stuff like that around the county for foreclosed property.
Any other comments or questions?
Hopefully no additional dead carcass.
No, Lisa do it. Once in a while, we'll find something in one of the houses.
Entertain a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And the last item on the agenda tonight is contract number 718-22. Department is Management and Budget. Vendor is Helgerson Solutions Group. The estimated amount is $74,500. The estimated term is 4/1/22 through 5/31/23. Scope of service, narrow focus on understanding individual level utilization of services that would build towards development of unique identifiers. Begin work with DMH and DSS first to build a data map and prototype of the infrastructure needed to access this information to serve as a proof of concept for other departments. And 3, begin working on care redesign pathways via rapid cycle continuous improvement only after this prototype is complete. This is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Good afternoon, members of CAB. My name is Pat Alderson, Deputy Commissioner, Management and Budget. So we're requesting a 7-month no-cost extension of this contract through the end of May of 2023. There's been a lot of work done over the past 7 months on this project. We've had to redesign kind of the scope of work and some of the deliverables. So we've been able to work with the contractor and get us to a point where we'll be able to stick within the confines of what we could potentially spend on this contract, and also get to a deliverable that's gonna serve as a proof of concept for how to do data integration across other county departments.
Any other comments or questions? I'll entertain a motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried.
Thank you.
I'd now like to entertain a motion to close the Contract Administration Board meeting at 4:30 PM.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.